Senator Marco Rubio of Florida is live from Miami, his home, on the phone with us. Senator, how they faring down there?
You know, it's bad. It's nasty here. Shep, I mean, in your time here in Miami at SBN, you remember, well, you were here. You weren't here for Andrew, but were you here in '92?
I was over in Fort Myers for Andrew, but
you're in Fort Myers
I feel
for
you.
Andrew, and you were down. Yeah, so and we're not even getting the direct hit. So if it's nasty here, I want people to, if you're in Sarasota, if you're in Tampa, if you're in, any of those cities, Fort Myers, Naples, anything along the west coast of Florida, southwest coast of Florida, if we're getting it bad, it's going to be really bad for you. People need to start thinking that way, and at this point, hopefully, have finalized their prep. We're getting winds, gusts, sounds like up to hurricane, strong tropical storm, a lot of rain, worried about the storm surge. But all in all, despite how nasty it is here, we're fortunate compared to what's headed in what really is the worst-case scenario in southwest Florida.
It really is, and this is going to be a Florida storm for at least the next 24 hours. Senator, when it's all over, there's going to be an enormous amount of recovery that's necessary, and it's going to require many, many billions of dollars. On the heels of what happened to our friends in Texas, how in the world is the federal government going to come together?
Well, I think it's one of those times you just are grateful that you live in the richest, most powerful country in the world because we have the resources to help our fellow Americans and to do it quickly in a way that's responsible. It'll be a lot of emergency funding, and we can't calculate what that is. A direct hit on Tampa Bay from a Category 3 storm coming from the south or the east or the west is one of the worst-case scenarios you can imagine in terms of storm surge and the like, not just in property damage, but threat to life. And the other concern we have, of course, is that a lot of the support material that's supposed to come here, FEMA, the trucks to restore utilities, they're all up in Georgia, Alabama, potentially South and North Carolina. They're kind of in the path of the storm, so they can't even start moving until this thing goes through. So there's a lot to be concerned about, but the most important thing is if we can save lives and keep people out of areas where they're going to need to be rescued after a storm, that I think is going to make it easier, not easy, but easier to kind of get the restoration work going.
I know some people who evacuated from Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood area up to Fort Walton Beach in Okaloosa County in the Panhandle, and now it looks like this, who knows, a slight jog 20 miles to the west, and this is their storm.
Yeah, Shep, so this is one of those things you got to think about. We've never seen this sort of thing before, where you have all these people kind of leaving an area thinking they're fleeing from the storm, and then they wind up kind of moving to a part of the state that's in the storm. So now you think about it, you're not just far from home, you're also trapped in a community or that's not your home, maybe in a hotel or the like. At this point, one of my warnings was, this is no time to try to dodge the storm. And now if I have a friend in Northeast Florida that says maybe it's the time to drive down. You're going to drive down I-95 in a tropical storm? It's very dangerous at this point. So at this point, hopefully people are in a place that is safe. But I mean safe from wind, but also safe from water. I had a very close friend yesterday in an evacuation zone in Tampa that didn't want to leave because he lives on the second or third floor. And I'm like, well, first of all, what are you going to do? You can't get out. You're going to be stuck there for days, and people aren't going to be able to come to you. So hopefully people have heeded those warnings, and we'll see. But it is concerning. You've got I don't know how many people, but a lot of people, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, who have evacuated to another part of the state and now find themselves kind of being targeted by the storm. So that poses an additional challenge for traffic and the like once this thing passes.
Senator, I know we'll all be together afterwards enduring, and can't thank you enough. Appreciate the time.
All right, thank you. Thanks for bringing me on.
Senator Marco Rubio live with us from his home down in South Florida. Look at the live pictures coming